Well,
good morning, Murray.
morning, Jackie.
What are we doing today?
Today we're cutting a hole in the Jayco Eagle Outback.
Quite excited about this.
Well, we are going to make a dust suppression system. Hang on, we're just unleashing the beast from its winter sleep. The idea is to take air from the outside, driving at speed, making that internal pressure greater than the external pressure, and keeping the dust from entering the vehicle. So we'll show you what we've got, and here's our trustiest person that's going to assist us today, because he's got all the shit.
And the skill.
Ooh, camera operator with a coffee. So here's our little box of goodies. Bought a whole heap of fittings, probably way over the top. The idea is to have this sitting on the roof here, pushing air into the ram head. I've been told on a good account that Safari is the one to go with. So that's what I've bought. A little bit dearer than the eBay models, but value for money. And this tube will come inside the van, and then we'll have another tube going through here and creating that pressure in this central area here to keep the dust away from behind the fridge and off the floor and out of the cupboards as we travel along those dusty roads. First thing is to cut a hole in the roof. This is the best bit. Jayco's, but maybe modern technology. See, I'm thinking all the cables go just...
We're about to find out.
That's thicker than I thought.
Is that 3?
Down, yeah.
There?
Go down, keep going down. Pull it down. That's it, that's where the roof is. And here goes the hole. Oh, nothing here yet. We're through. No cables.
I'll go with vacuum.
Oh, it's just foam.
Yeah, it's just like sandwich.
Whoop. Yep. Done.
Neat cut.
So the roof is 30mm thick. It's just foam with a thin sheet of some sort of fiberglass, top and bottom. I guess it's fiberglass. And we're going to replace that now with these things. There are other videos on YouTube about this, and this is where I got the idea. And it's cheaper than spending $1,000 on a fan.
And we don't have as big a space.
And we don't have as much space. That's true too.
Yeah.
When the thing's down, it's only really under the beds and behind the fridge and inside the cupboards we're trying to keep the dust out of. These are there's the internal filters, just rainwater tank filter and some air conditioning foam, which I have bought reams of to make sure it all fits, and cut some spare ones for later on. And we've got a number of fittings to help us on our way, and apparently the best glue in the world is going to hold it all together. So we only had to cut a tiny little piece off, maybe 5mm off each flange to make them fit. Yes, copyright infringement, I dare say. And it fits hard up against the roof now. And we're just going to get a couple of little bolts in there that we can attach it to the roof for a little bit of extra security. And we have a nice hole in the roof, and we haven't hit any wiring. I'm assuming the wiring only comes from one side and goes directly to the lights. That's all that's wired from here. And then we just put it together and see what it looks like. Exciting. A little bit of the world's best glue. You get extra brake if you've been using it. So you can go outside and that goes in. Line that up with the holes. Put the little bolts in. Where are we starting?
Just get that one first.
So that has now been screwed and tightened up, and the world's best glue is now filling up the voids, and we'll wipe that away and make it look nice and neat. And internally, same deal.
Oh, the camera angle's gone.
Highly skilled artisan. Okay.
Do you know the camera angle was...
So now we have the ram head fitting a slight adaptation. Apply a bit of blue glue. And there it is. That is the external.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
We've decided to leave it like this and not glue anything internally and try out how it works. So that's the inside and that's the outside. It sits up there and pushes air through at a rate. Whatever rate, I do not know.
Oh yeah, I didn't put them on because they weren't long enough. But they're no locks anyway, so I won't make a difference.
We're just going to put a bit of tape around where it sits into the roof flange.